Uważaj! Uważaj! Hej!
On the safety scale, you'd think that a pastor in a church would be pretty secure. Well, this footage from Winnipeg, Canada, shows that isn't always the case. The man in yellow has just wandered up onto stage, and while you can't see it too clearly, he's actually holding a knife. After attempting to stab the terrified preacher, he thrusts the knife into the altar and leisurely walks to the back of the stage where he sits down. Nobody was hurt, and the 50-year-old assailant was taken into custody.
You're under arrest. You have the right to repeat that story. Let's go. Let's go.
Flying in America has turned into something of a crapshoot in recent months, with accidents, crashes, and other problems seemingly plaguing the once solid industry. In this case, passengers aboard a Delta Airlines flight to South Carolina were shocked to find the cabin suddenly filled with a thick haze of smoke. Though nobody was coughing or choking, the issue was extremely concerning, so the Boeing 717-200 was forced to land back at the Atlanta airport just 30 minutes after exiting. I guess those no smoking rules don't apply to the plane itself. Nobody likes going through a breakup, but you usually don't think that ending it with your ex means they're going to end your life. However, that's exactly what almost happened in this case. The video starts off with the woman standing in front of the desk of a restaurant, waiting for her ex to stop out. When he does, she immediately pulls a gun on him, causing him to run back into the kitchen. Apparently, the entire time this happens, she's trying her hardest to pull the trigger, but the weapon isn't firing for some reason. The poor ex-boyfriend doesn't know this, however. Yet he still manages to wrestle the gun away from her in a fight that extends from the back room to the middle of the street. This guy was very lucky. Her, not so much. While we're watching chaos erupt in restaurants, we might as well take a quick trip down to Florida. Here, you can see a female Wingstop customer getting into a heated argument with some workers. It's apparently not going well because the person behind the counter seems to be mocking the angry woman, who only gets madder at their reaction. At this point, there are two angry customers raging at the Wingstop crew, and one of the workers is trying their best to restrain the other. Then, things get ugly. The worker starts by shooting ranch at the customers, then reaches into the fryer and attempts to hit them with hot grease. Believe it or not, we have no information that the worker was fired or even disciplined after the incident. Politics can be pretty boring, but this is something altogether different. While it might first seem like this man, the lieutenant governor of Mississippi, has just fallen asleep, he's actually passed out from dehydration. The craziest thing about this incident is that the committee still has to motion for a recess to stop the proceedings and help the official. Though he did hurt his head, he is expected to make a full recovery. Let's just hope nobody tries to use that footage in their campaign ads. Speaking of politics, DC can be a pretty brutal place. As this surveillance video shows, a man was standing near the street waiting for a ride share when a black car pulled up and someone hopped out. At first, you might think it was some sort of physical attack, but apparently, the people in the car only wanted the victim's Canada Goose jacket. The assailant, gun in hand, demanded the man give up his $2,000 jacket and, for good measure, takes his iPhone too. The craziest part? This wasn't the first Canada Goose robbery to happen in DC that week.
Los playones, media luna, papi. La bomba de mi abuelo. ¡Ay!
And now for something a little more unexpected. This man seems to be having a nice time playing in a local river. The problem is, this isn't just any river. It's the Amazon, and it's full of monsters. And it just so happens that this man finds one. From what most people can tell, that was a black caiman, the largest of the species, though this one is still a juvenile. Full-grown adults can measure up to 20 feet. Now it's pretty clear why the man doesn't wait around to see if mommy and daddy are swimming nearby.
Ladies and gentlemen, the police officers are coming forward. They're going to have to exit the wing from the wing exit.
Flights get delayed all the time, but that doesn't mean it's not frustrating. Apparently, this guy got a little fed up with having to waste time at the Las Vegas airport and decided to climb out on one of the plane's wings. He really seems to be having a good time out there too. At one point, he attempts to climb up the side of the wing while frustrated security personnel yell at him to get down. Fortunately, gravity does the work for them this time. I'd say ouch, but it's more likely this person was feeling no pain when this went down. If you have to guess what a sidewalk was used for, what would you come up with? Whatever the answer is, it's probably a lot better than this woman's definition. Here she is, clearly walking in the middle of the street without a care in the world. Suddenly, a speeding car comes out of nowhere and nearly pancakes her. However, in a strange twist of events, the vehicle caroms off the parked car next to the woman, leaving her completely untouched. While it's way more the driver's fault than the woman's, I doubt that would have consoled her family when they got a look at what was left of her. Cruise lines pretty much let you drink as much as you want. As you might expect, that can backfire. This video shows a woman deep in a heated argument with some random guys at a bar. As the guys start to demand that she be removed from the table, she grabs the ketchup bottle and starts squirting the two men right in the face. There is no way of telling who was right or who was wrong in this situation, but it's shocking that nobody intervenes. Finally, after a lengthy argument, the woman is escorted out by some cruise workers. By far, the worst thing about all of this is that the ketchup wasn't Heinz. Brace yourself, because this body cam footage from Brooklyn is literally insane. True to the title of this video, it first seems like a pretty normal day at first. However, out of nowhere, a second NYPD police car launched forward, causing the officer in the footage to go rocketing down the street. At first, we can't even tell what they're responding to, but after a few moments, they end up behind a speeding car that's weaving its way through the crowded streets.
Body cameras on, body cameras on, body cameras on. I can't hear the transmissions. I can't hear the transmissions. It's got a firearm in there, that's as far as I'm concerned. Keep going.
You can hear one of the officers talking about how there's a firearm inside the vehicle, which is being driven by a murder suspect.
He's making his way toward the eastern parkway. Park in Unica. He's stuck, he's stuck, he's stuck, he's stuck, he's stuck!
After a chase lasting several miles and exceeding speeds of 90 miles per hour, they finally trapped the suspect. After he points a gun at the officers, multiple cops empty their weapons into the car. Amazingly, There was a 3-year-old girl in the car who escaped completely unharmed. It's typically a good idea to keep your hands to yourself. However, it's not always necessary to solve problems with near-lethal force. Keep your eye on the man in orange. It's pretty clear from the little striptease he's doing for his friends that he's had a few too many. But when he walks by the girl in black, he gives her a creepy little touch on the waist. Not cool. Still, when the girl's boyfriend sees this, he immediately decks the man, hitting him so hard that he suffers brain damage. Which one of them do you think went too far? If you're ever in the United States and find yourself bored, stop on over to the dollar store. Chances are you'll come across something like this. We can't tell you what started this misunderstanding, but the man in the red hat seems reluctant to leave the store, despite being asked repeatedly.
You have to get out, bro. You have to get out. 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 Stop that stupid shit. Just get out from the store. I didn't know that. Get out from the store. I'll slide your ass. I'll slide your ass. Before you touch me, I'll break your motherfucking door.
And they ain't got no shoes on.
Snap your motherfucking leg.
That bitch can't fight, bro. Oh my God.
Y'all got it wrong, right there, wrong goddamn man. I'll take every dime out of it. I'll flip this motherfucker upside down.
It's gonna be
Suck my
secret.
shit. You know what I said? Suck my shit. You. Come and make this bad motherfucker. Make these damn things.
Then, he decides to punctuate his refusal to exit with some sweet karate moves. The arguing continues while customers simply continue to check out their items.
Still won't get my ticket. Stop, bust your now call the police. I still want my ticket. Already called it. Already called it. You cannot come in. You cannot come in. I'm not trying to ever. Get out from the store. Get out from the store. Get out from the store. What? Get out from the store. Get out from the store. Man.
You give me 20?
You already called the police?
Finally, the man grabs a few items and exits, but immediately returns to argue some more. That's when he throws something at the worker, who takes him to the ground in a matter of seconds. Guess he needs a refund on those karate lessons. Police are calling this the fastest release and return to jail in history. The event started when Wisconsin police responded to a domestic incident involving a 33-year-old man named Tyler. Apparently, Tyler had been drinking and attempted to break into the home where he had been staying. He was arrested, booked, and released. And that's when things got interesting.
What's going on, Tyler? You good?
You know my name?
Yeah. You alright, bud? What happened? I saw you fall.
Yeah, I
You hit your head at all?
What?
You hit your head at all?
What?
Did you hit your head?
No.
Okay. Alright. I just want to make sure you're alright.
I'm fine, man.
Did you expose your penis in Alaska?
What? Someone called in and you're just wearing the same stuff that they described. No.
No? Where are you headed to?
Holman.
What are you going to do up there?
Take my truck and go home.
You know you have no contact up there, right?
So 20 pounds on him.
I do, but
And you're...
how else am I going to get my truck?
Misdemeanor bond, he's got no contact with a couple parties or their
Are you intoxicated? How you going to drive, man?
No, he's not on a no drink. It's wild.
Probably not asked. I'll just have you stay seated for now.
Nope.
Don't get up.
No, I'm...
Just 18 hours after his arrest, Tyler was spotted urinating in the street. When police arrived, they found him lying on the shoulder of the road, on his way back to the house he had just been forbidden from returning to. The officer first addresses him by name and asks him what he's up to. Tyler then says he plans on driving, which is clearly not the best idea.
So I talked to you last night. You mentioned staying at your dad's house. Is that not working, or what's going on with that?
Did I talk to you last night?
Yeah, there's a lot of people there, so you probably don't recognize me.
No, I was blackout drunk last night, so I don't know.
I got you, man. Have you been drinking today at all since getting out?
Yes.
Okay, I appreciate you being honest. Okay, did they explain your bond conditions or anything at the jail?
No contact, yes.
Okay, so the problem is if you walk to that house right now and go into the driveway, they're going to call us back.
Not unless they don't know I'm there.
He got arrested, just got out. He's driving this way. He tripped over his own 2 feet. You feel like you're driving? No. They knew you were there last night when all that went down.
Well, of course they knew I was there last night, man.
Yeah.
So how am I going to get my truck?
Well, do you feel like you're good to drive right now?
Yes.
How much have you had to drink today?
I've only had one Twisted Tea.
It's at this point that Tyler starts to get combative.
I don't want to impose that on you. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. I think he would rather that, though, than see his son go back to jail.
I've been to prison, dude. I don't give a
I think he cares, though.
Yeah, he probably does. I don't, especially after all the that happened last night, man. Like, I just...
Yeah, I can smell it on him. He's swaying pretty heavily. And he said he's going right back to the house. So we're trying to give him every opportunity.
Oh, that's going to be a fight, too, you know.
Yeah, no matter what, it's going to be kind of a crap show.
Where are you going? Your dad's?
Yes.
Will he come get you?
No.
No? What's your dad's name? You're not going to give it to us?
No matter.
Don't matter. Do you have your phone on you now? Can you message him?
My phone's off. Out of minutes. Out of minutes. Why I'm walking from jail.
It's quite a hike.
What?
I said that's quite a hike. That's a long walk.
Oh, man, this far.
It's like a couple tumbles along the way.
If you don't want our help, you're good to go, man.
I'll see you later.
That's your choice.
It's the only choice I have.
What option? Any of the ones that these guys are offering you.
They weren't offering me jack shit. Man, what the what?
We literally told you we'll drive you somewhere else.
Drive me? You're gonna drive me?
Where do you want to go? Besides drive, because that's not an option.
Yeah,
I'm drunk right now, so don't drive tonight.
I'm not going to, but if you can move it out of there, I would be very keen to that.
Okay, do you got your keys on you?
I do.
I'll grab those then.
That's a good idea.
I don't like this.
I'm not reaching in for any weapons or anything. It's a lanyard.
Okay, here's the deal. If we move your truck, we're giving you a ride somewhere else, though, because you're not driving it tonight. So the deal.
I'll see you later.
No, you're free to go, man.
All right. Well, so are you guys. Bye.
We're in for you.
Bye.
You're walking down the side of the highway.
Bye.
You're good to go, man.
Bye. Take it easy.
After some careful evaluation and lots of verbal abuse from Tyler, the officers determined they can't stop him from going to his car. That's when they go to the home where Tyler was arrested the night before, where the residents are not exactly happy to learn that their ex-friend is on his way back to get his truck.
Which one of you guys was here last night?
All of us.
All of you? All right, so here's the deal. Tyler is on his way up here. He has no contact with you guys. He has no contact with the resident. He's made it clear that he's coming here, and we can't stop him until he at least gets drive. Once he gets to drive, he's going to jail. But I just want to let you guys know that his intention is to come up here and get his truck. He is extremely intoxicated. So the off chance that we're not here, which our plan is to have all of our guys around the area.
He comes close to his truck, I'm gonna call.
Even if you see him coming up the road, because my concern is he's going to get in his truck and he's going to drive. But do you have any problem with us being on the property? So there's a possibility that if he gets too close, we're just going to lay spikes behind his tires in the off chance that he runs and makes it up here. We don't want him to get in his truck and make it anywhere.
His license are revoked.
Yeah, and I know that, and I dealt with him after he crashed his truck, and he just told me...
He has numerous weapons in there, he's just,
Is he a felon?
Yeah, went to prison for armed breaking entry.
Weapons as in firearms?
No, he has
knives and
glow dark guns, I think.
Stuff like that. Well, there's a BB gun or a small little rifle, maybe BB gun or pellet gun, but that's about it. That's in his
Are you cool if I walk up? I don't. Whatever that is, has a lot of white powder.
Oh, yeah.
In a vacuum seal bag.
He ended up using coke to who? To you
Me. So I made it. Oh, there's a gun. They said he had pellet guns, but pellets a little thick to be a pellet gun.
It might be a pellet gun.
They then decided that they were going to put a nail trap under Tyler's truck. That's when they noticed a rifle in the back of his truck. This is a problem, as Tyler is a convicted felon. Fortunately, a search reveals it's just an air rifle.
What?
What?
I didn't ask you anything.
Why the f are you going through my truck? Is there any reason? Why? What?
Making sure you got anything they're not supposed to have.
Okay, so am I being
Great question.
detained?
I never said anything to you. No, you're not detained.
Okay, well, then why the f are you going through my truck unlawfully?
It's not unlawfully.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. You're a convicted felon. You got what looks like to be a gun in there.
It's what?
You said you're a convicted felon, and you look like what has to or would be a gun in there.
I don't have a gun.
Yeah, it's an air gun.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we were looking for.
Well, I can legally own them.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so why the f are you going through it?
Because we didn't know it was an air gun. Thought it was a real gun.
It wasn't in the open.
Yeah, it was concealed, which doesn't make it very easy to see, right?
Yeah. So you couldn't see it. Why the f are you going through my truck?
So we could see it. Are you just going to stand there all night, or what are we going to do?
What are you to do?
I'm asking you. You're the one standing out here.
I'm the one wondering what the f is going on.
I just told you, sir.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
But that's when Tyler shows up and starts getting angry about them going through his truck.
Get on the ground.
You're under arrest. Get on the ground.
On the ground now.
Why?
Get on the ground. Get on your knees.
Why?
Get on the ground. Put your hands behind your back.
Dude, what did I do?
You're under arrest for bail jumping.
Why?
You can't step foot on the property.
I can't.
Well, you were told that several times. I made it very clear to you.
Then he makes the fatal mistake. He steps on the property, which violates his no contact order. That was a pretty obvious mistake for a guy who seems to know his rights very well.
Sex trafficked? I don't think so. You're on camera,
No, you're on camera, babe.
I'm an undercover. Look, get away from her, you. Get away. I had.
Excuse me.
Call 911 right now. Call 911. Call 911.
Whoa, excuse me. Hey, stop. Stop. Hey. Back off.
Come on. What do you want? What are you doing?
Knock it off.
What are you doing? I just want to
Call
stop.
911
I
right
want to
now.
know. You're a lesbian and so is she. Yes. So call 911, please.
Here's another elite American confronting a random gay couple and accusing them of trafficking their child. The woman, who is dressed like a literal lunatic, first confronts the couple, whose daughter is already crying. She then attempts to get physical with them, even singing while she does it.
See, Cristo Miyama. You go. All right, everybody leave. Everybody move. Come on, Debbie. See, Cristo Miyama. She's trying to assault. Yes, she has assaulted me.
We have it all on video.
You guys have to leave. She needs to leave. See, Cristo Miyama.
She doesn't belong here.
Your baby. You don't touch her. You don't. Hey, this is my daughter. Okay, call the police. Call the police. That's it. That's it. That's it.
The woman repeatedly tries to get the couple's daughter to come with her, with zero evidence to suggest that anyone has done anything wrong besides her.
No.
I don't know.
I will not. No. Come on.
Whoa, stop! Stop! Leave her alone.
I'm calling the police. Please do.
Come on, I'll walk you through the car.
No, we don't. No, he's fine. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Thank you so much, sir.
I can tell.
We have my sister-in-law is here.
You're good.
I'll go get her.
Get her to the car.
Come on.
Go to the car.
Fortunately, a couple of large gentlemen decide to escort the family out so they can't be harassed any further.
I came here to get food. Why are you giving me my money?
Here you go, ma'am. Have a nice night. You want to see her all day? Hey, baby, pull around her. Pull around her, okay? Because she acted.
Well, I paid for my money. You have to give me the food. You see what McDonald's people did to me?
You got your money back?
No.
People need to leave McDonald's workers alone. They might be making more money nowadays, but they still aren't making enough to put up with your toxic BS. Here's a prime example. This woman just got a refund but is still very rude to the employee. Then, when another employee asks if she's got her money back, she claims she doesn't.
She threw it down. I don't know where she threw your money. She didn't give me any money. She just walked out, insulted me, and went away.
Everybody she said she don't got her money. Ignore her! Ignore her! At this point!
Yeah, give my money.
Get out of here!
Give my money back. If you're not giving me the food, give my money back. If you don't give me the food, give my money back.
I'm gonna pray for you, girl.
Give my money back.
I will pray for you tonight. I gave you the money.
Where's the money?
Are you on
money?
Are you on
Only you can be on good. Just to get food.
Bye.
I came here to get food. You guys will not give me food. You will not give my money back.
The poor worker basically loses her mind, but the woman won't stop lying until she gets a second refund. Truly despicable behavior.
Honey, please, movie, please. I've been waiting here for 3 minutes. I either need food or they give my money back.
Okay. Get your money back. Okay, my food, please. Don't want me, please.
Oh my God, my boy is tweaking.
Hey, you gotta get down, bro. Hey, bro, try to get down, guys.
Hey, bro.
I don't want to touch you.
While we're covering chaos that happens inside fast food restaurants, check out this guy. He's frozen on the counter like a poster of the Silver Surfer, clearly zonked out of his mind on something. Even interventions from the employees seem to have little to no effect on him as he continues to stay perched on top of the service counter. And maybe a milkshake will perk him up.
No, bro.
All right, it's time to break out of jail.
Running a channel like this, we've seen people record themselves doing some pretty stupid things. But this might take the cake. That's William Banks, a Brooklyn, New York native who decided to film himself and several other inmates breaking out of a Connecticut jail. Footage shows the group lifting up the fence just enough to slip underneath.
Everybody, go. Come on, show us where to go. Come on.
According to reports, a total of 12 men managed to get out. The worst part is that old Bill only had 5 months left in his sentence. His crime? Stealing flags. All around the world, tech companies are rushing to create the most impressive and lifelike robots. However, some of them aren't really coming out as planned. This video shows Dong Z272 getting a little aggressive with some bystanders in the crowd. From the looks of it, Terminator might start in Asia instead of the US. Here's another truly wild piece of bodycam footage. It shows police responding to a Fairfield Inn hotel in New Jersey, where 3 people are accused of robbing and killing a man and then using his credit cards to buy pizza. The police first sweep the hotel rooms, only to find that most of them are empty. There is also little to no evidence of any wrongdoing.
Cheers, love.
Yeah.
Soft. Nasty.
Think? Is that a receipt? You were Walmart? For what date? I didn't know.
Then, one of them finds a very big receipt from Walmart. They're clearly on the right trail.
Do you guys have keys for the adjoining doors? Like the middle door? Because I think there's a room that's open on the left side of it.
For real?
Maybe, I don't know. It's elevator.
Do not do that to me, please. I already kicked someone out last week.
For what?
There was a guy in the room.
Oh. Okay.
Was it last week? But they should have it. We called the police.
Finally, the police enlist a maid to help them open a door. She then casually mentions that she had to kick someone out last week for being in a room that actually belonged to the victim.
Huh. Tried it multiple times and it did not open. Nothing. That's odd. What are
If you're gonna check rooms the next time, try it to put a
try our key in there.
See what happens.
The real shocking part of all this is that the killer went to the police station to try and convince the cops to give him items he stole from the victim.
Yeah, what were they gonna bring it to me?
No, just if they have to get in touch with you, or and we can't call you, they'll come knock on your door, or come find you wherever we can find you.
Is everything, because I didn't get an inventory of what was there.
So what'll happen is when you get your property, there'll be an inventory of what you're getting, and you'll sign for what you're getting. So if there's anything missing at that point, that's...
What did I sign for?
Just your shoes. So you sign for what we give back to you. You're not signing for what we're taking at this point, all right?
Now the phone and the ID.
So that was the other issue the county gave me.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
So I guess the phones and stuff like that, you're gonna have to prove that they're yours, because there's no, like, you know what I mean? Like,
something about the phone.
So like
the pin.
If you have the pin, they can give it. Do you have the pin for them? What's that?
What, the pin to the phone? Well, I don't know. Okay. I'll tell them, like, if that's what they want to prove.
Eventually, it was the pizza purchase that brought him down. As for the killer, he got a whopping 90 years in prison.
I wasn't snitching. Dude, I wasn't snitching.
Here's some terrifying footage of a poor man traveling on the DC Metro who was assaulted by a group of men. The group took his belongings, accusing him of snitching on them for something illegal they'd been doing. As a result, the men decided to do more illegal things and rob the poor guy.
Take your phone. Bro, give me the phone, bro. Give me the phone, bro. Give me my jacket back. Get after it.
Sometimes, even minding your own business can lead to problems. Here's a situation that you don't see every day. An out-of-control excavator spinning all on its own. Recognizing that there isn't much else he can do, this lone operator decides to approach the insane machine to try and turn it off. timing his move just right, he makes a mad dash for the cabin and nearly gets decapitated twice in the process. Finally, he makes it inside and brings the excavator to a safe stop. The only thing missing from this video is applause.
Please get up or be escorted out.
And we're just taking care of the rabble-rousers. And eventually what's going to happen is everything's going to settle down and we'll get back to hearing the legislators. Because really, you didn't come here to listen to me. I just happen to have a nice loud voice and a big microphone. And I can talk over all of you. And I can just talk for on and on and on. And look at this little girl is afraid to leave. She spoke up, and now she doesn't want to suffer the consequences. Isn't that the problem that we're struggling with so many of the kids today?
As a sheriff, your responsibility is to your constituents. However, this Idaho sheriff decided that he would instead bully and attempt to drag a woman out of a local town hall meeting. The woman refuses to leave, and he instead threatens to pepper spray her.
Want to behave poorly and am not struggling with the consequences. That is shameful. I think what we've got right now is a situation where these folks are trying to filibuster and shut this whole program down. Unfortunately, they're being successful. So all of you who came here to hear the legislators, I applaud you for sitting there and quietly listening. I promise we will get back to you. In the meantime, we've just got to be a little aggressive with some of these folks here.
I will call the police.
No, I should be removed. I should be allowed to cry and yell and scream. I should be able to allow to interrupt.
The worst part of all this is that the elected officials holding the meeting are mocking the woman the whole time. Her crime? Shouting out during the meeting, which happened to be about a really important issue. Eventually, the woman was dragged out and arrested. As for the sheriff, he claimed he wasn't acting in his official capacity. Too bad it'll probably work.
You refuse to identify yourselves. Who are you? Who are you?
If you're not aware, 2025 has been a pretty bad year for plane travel. And while nobody was killed, this is one of the best examples. The footage shows Delta Flight 4819 flipping on the runway as it attempted to land at Toronto Pearson International Airport.
Oh! Oh, no, 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 no! Tower, you're seeing this airplane just crash into...
The aircraft clearly hits the runway much harder than it should, resulting in sparks and flames shooting out of the back. The next thing you see is one wing go up and another completely disappear as the plane rolls over. Miraculously, only 18 people were injured. Everyone else survived and escaped.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Well, hold shit, come on, take me there.
Don't run or I'll chase you and put you in handcuffs. I know you don't. Let's go talk about it. But until you're in my car, we're not talking. Stand up. Stand up! Yes. Are you going to listen? Yes. I don't want to yell at you. I want to be nice to you, but I'm not going to chase you. Like, I'll tackle you before you have time to run. Do you understand? Yes. Okay. I don't want to do all that. I want to help you and figure out why you ran away and all that, but...
Can we talk about it at the police station?
We can talk about it in my car first. Yeah. Okay. Do you need it? Is this any of your stuff? Yeah. Okay. Let's go to my car.
Having a foster parent can be one of the best things in the world for a young person without a family. In other cases, it can end up like this. This is body cam footage from Piedmont, Oklahoma. Police have just come across a young runaway who seems reluctant to come with them.
What's going on? Why'd you run away?
I don't want to be there.
Why not?
She's scared.
She's scary? Who?
The one who takes care of us.
What's her name?
Tina.
Is that your mom? Yeah. What's scary about her?
I'm scared to get in trouble because she goes to the extreme. She goes very far when she gets into trouble.
Like what? What happens when you get in trouble?
Sometimes she locks us in a closet.
Locks you in a closet? For how long?
The longest I've been here has been like 4 days.
4 days?
She tased me and locked me in a closet for 4 days.
She tased you?
When they get her in the police car, she tells them that she doesn't want to go back, describing their foster mother as scary. She also claims that she's been locked in a closet for days at a time and has even been tased. Finally, the police arrive at the home, where they find the foster mother and question her about the allegations.
Have you ever locked your kids in the closet?
No.
Okay. Why would they tell me they've been locked in the closet?
All of my kids said that.
More than one.
No. I've never locked any of my kids in the closet.
Okay. I found this letter. And I'm sure you've read it. It was in your closet.
Oh, yes.
Tell me about these letters.
Sure, absolutely.
I mean, why is she saying all this horrible stuff is happening to her if...
She does that. It's how she vents.
Right. I mean, is it the truth?
I mean, those are old. I wouldn't know. Like,
She's talking about being beat up. She's talking about having scissors to her throat. Talking about pulling you off of her and you telling her you would have killed her.
That's when we had an altercation.
Right.
We had an altercation.
With scissors?
No, there was no scissors. She was coming at me.
Okay.
We can't pull it off because she was holding my hair.
Okay.
Right? And yeah, that did happen. That did happen, yes.
How do you discipline these kids? I mean, I know we talked about it earlier. Do you spank them?
No.
Do you hit them?
No.
Ever?
No. I've had altercations before.
Yeah.
There's been more than one. There's a time she ripped my necklace off of me, okay? And I held her. Tantrums, kick and punch.
Yeah.
I had to hold her down.
Okay.
Okay. Other than that, no.
Typically, what does dinner look like here?
I don't cook every single night, but dinner, the kids will do either, most of the time the little ones like pizza, Hot Pockets, chicken nuggets, peanut butter and jelly. The big girls.
Jade, you want a flashlight?
Like, I just did beans.
If you need it, I don't know.
I just did beans the other day.
You heard that right.
Tell me about this.
Okay. This one right here, I did take away the drinks from her because she was sneaking them. She writes stuff like this all the time, sir. You can talk to her about this. She does this all the time.
The police then reveal that they found letters written by other foster kids talking about having scissors held to their necks, being pepper sprayed, and more.
Look how skinny they are! You tell me you feed those kids.
I do.
Enough.
I wouldn't say enough. They like to eat noodles. What kid can get fat off of noodles?
My kids. I feed my kids noodles all the time. They're fatter than hell. At least not skin and bones like this.
They eat noodles and crackers with it.
And spaghetti and meatballs and Hot Pockets and pizza and hot dogs and all kinds of nutritious things. Those kids are malnutritioned, Tina.
Well, I give them canned vegetables. Does that count?
That's healthy,
Apples.
yeah. How is any reasonable person supposed to think you're not starving and abusing these kids?
Okay. Mental abuse, I would say yes. Physical abuse, no. Has there been altercations? Yes, there has. Starving, like you said, I feed them, but it's not the food that you're saying your kids get.
No, I quoted the noodles you said. Okay, you said noodles, I said noodles. Okay, we're not.
I'm starving them. Why do I have all this food?
If you're feeding them, why are they skinny?
The police aren't buying her denials and call out the woman for the kids being extremely malnourished. Finally, the woman and her husband are arrested. Though she refuses to speak, he eventually turns on his blushing bride. Both were eventually charged with child neglect and abuse. We've seen some pretty lousy criminals and some great cops so far, but let's remember not all officers are saints. Check out this video.
Damn, what up, y'all? This y'all, huh? This plate don't match, man. Hold on, where you going? Hold on.
It shows a police officer coming up to a couple of car owners at a gas station and alerting them to the fact that their car's plates don't match the registration.
Yo, stop running, I'm gonna tase you. Oh.
The man then instantly tries to run, at which point this officer pulls out his taser to try and stop him. The only problem, he pulls out his service weapon instead.
Put that right there. Did you shoot at me? I thought you said gun, bro. Gun? Yeah.
Bro, you shot at me, right? No, he didn't shoot a gun at you.
Yes, this right here. This.
Taser.
He shot a gun at me. No, I didn't.
Taser.
I heard a gun. That wasn't me, bro.
He shot a gun.
How?
I heard a gun.
That's why you use this. It's coming out.
The difference between a gun and a taser.
To make matters worse, the officer then tries to deny it. Not a good look. While the suspect wasn't hurt, he was charged for the forged plates. Here's some good old-fashioned random chaos for you. This surveillance footage comes from somewhere in China, where a parked car quite literally exploded, burning to cinders in a matter of minutes. There's no indication of what started the incident, but we definitely know how it ended. File this one under unexpected. This footage is from the Democratic Republic of Congo, where officials are attempting to inaugurate a brand new walking bridge. The only problem? The bridge immediately collapses. Maybe the ribbon was the only thing that was actually holding it up. Most of us know that TikTok is pretty addictive, which applies whether you're the one live streaming or consuming content. Here's an example of a TikTok influencer being caught in the act, only this time, the act is not taking care of her kids. Apparently, the police had been to this house twice for welfare checks in one night.
All right, Hunter and I here in Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey. I would love to. Where's their room? I don't care about the mess.
My house is messy, but...
Let me say hi to your followers real quick.
Go ahead.
There's the Jägermeister. Maybe we should dump that down, don't we think? Hey, y'all. Police are back.
Should we go outside to do it?
Sure. Couple things. DCFS has been called.
Okay.
Your house? That's disgusting.
Okay.
Your children cannot live like that.
In the process of actually trying to get better with my life situation.
I understand. You already had an open case with DCFS. You now have another. From me.
Can we go outside and do this?
You want to bring your iPad?
Yes, I do.
So that your followers are included, since this is so important?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Can we all go?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
Outside and do this?
Step outside. You can set it up so that we can have a nice conversation. DCFS has been contacted because your house is disgusting.
And I'm actually working on making it better.
You might want to wise up and do it quick, because I'll be here pretty quick.
Okay.
Secondly, you are intoxicated enough that I can take you to jail. Your husband is also intoxicated.
He's not intoxicated.
You already told me he was so drunk that he couldn't come to the door earlier. So don't.
He was actually.
The police then proceed to dig into the woman right there on the live stream, talking about how her house is disgusting and that she and her husband are intoxicated.
She's in the middle of talking. You said you're in the process of bettering your life for your children. You're sitting here around on social media, yelling at random people on the internet and saying we're not doing our job.
We watched it.
That is not in the process of bettering your life.
Okay.
Do you understand?
This isn't helping you.
Yes.
These people are not going to help you better your life.
Okay.
Miss Beautiful Disaster ain't going to help you better your life. The only one that can help you is you.
Okay.
Your children will be taken from you if you do not stop.
Okay. I will stop.
That Jägermeister that's on the table needs to go, sweetheart.
Okay.
Y'all don't need it.
Okay.
You don't need it.
Okay.
If I come back here tonight, you're going to jail on intoxication.
Okay.
Is that crystal clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think I'm not doing my job now?
I know you're.
Do you think that I'm not willing to take you to jail?
I know.
Because everybody here is cheering me on. I can see it. Because you're a disgrace today. You're an embarrassment.
Okay.
They then remind her that the children will be taken away from her if she doesn't clean up her act. It's a heartbreaking scene, and even the people commenting on the live stream think so. We've seen half a dozen videos detailing why a store or restaurant might need a security guard. However, as you can see, they can also be serious liabilities. This footage shows the Taco Bell security guard slapping an unruly customer in the face before escorting her out. We have no information on why the altercation occurred or what started it, but the tape speaks for itself. He definitely assaulted her. And considering this event happened in California, it's safe to say he at least doesn't have a job anymore.
Because you're pointing at me! Stop yelling at me! You're pointing at my face when you say that and
How are you pointing at my face?
Because you're pointing at me first!
You know what? This is the reason
I don't care!
Not only for
I don't listen to you!
The airline industry around the world has been suffering from a Karen crisis in recent years, with individual women holding up entire flights for hours at a time. In this case, the woman had to be escorted off the flight for, of all things, refusing to wear her seatbelt. You might not know this woman, but she used to be one of the most popular hosts on television. Her name is Wendy Williams, and she was diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia while still in her 50s. However, she claims that she's been locked away against her will by her son, who she claims is taking advantage of her guardianship.
Where I am is this place where the people are older, you know what I'm saying? They are in their 90s and their 80s. I eat lunch and dinner in my bedroom. I don't eat out there with the people that live here just because it's so goddamn depressing. There's a bathroom, there's a closet, and the TV, which was purchased by me through the guardian person. I am not allowed to go out. I can call you, but you can't call me. I have not, listen, I've asked the guardian person for an iPad since years, it seems like. But an iPad. Can I please have my telephone back? Can I please be able to call, my family? What is the problem with me calling and talking to friends of mine? They're not allowed to come in here, friends of mine. In the last 30 days, I went out twice for my teeth. You know what I'm saying? And that would be that. Listen, this system has failed. This system has failed from top to bottom regarding this guardian and everybody involved with that. The system has failed. I want my freedom back. How about that?
Whatever the case, these images of her trapped in an assisted living facility are pretty heartbreaking.
What?
Good, beautiful woman.
Cute.
No, don't understand. No touch.
No touch, please.
No touch, please.
This video shows one of the big problems with traveling, especially if you're a woman. In some countries, men feel that they can touch any woman they want. This cab driver was so enamored by the fact that this woman's knees were exposed, he just immediately started caressing them.
What?
Beautiful, beautiful.
What? This guy. Why? What happened? Why you say my leg?
Say good woman.
Okay, go drive.
Beautiful woman.
Please drive.
Drive, yes.
Yeah, please drive.
Yes, drive.
Even after she cursed at him and told him to stop, he kept staring at her and remarking on her looks. He then takes some photos of her and sexually harasses her via a translation app. Sorry, but this is gross in any language.
ايه رايك نروح البيت عندي? My house.
What?
我告诉你，你觉得去我家怎么样？
No, never. Don't think like this. Never. I cannot.
Wait and Amy over.
Again.
我可以带我男朋友去你家吗？
No, أنا هو صديق ليه يور انت حلوة كده يعني.
What?
Good, beautiful woman.
Cute.
No, don't understand. No touch.
No touch, please.
No touch, please.
Inteligencia artificial desarrollada en España.
Hey, look, another robot. Clearly, this interaction will go much better than the last one, right? Despite this little droid being much more advanced than his Asian counterpart, it lacks some basic balance skills. As a result, even a tiny nudge by this reporter is enough to send it flying to the ground. At least the war against the machines will be much easier wherever this video takes place.
She shouldn't have cussed me out.
Can I call the cops?
Yeah, she can. Because she didn't.
You better open it for a baby. Now what? What the? Nothing. That's what I.
Police are coming, ma'am. You're going to jail.
Wait, let me get her license.
Yeah, please get a license plate. She's going to jail. She broke our window.
What is it about drive-thrus that bring out the worst in people? This woman barely even takes a second before leaping out of the car and attempting to break into the drive-thru window. To the shock of everyone in the Wendy's, she does.
You assaulted me too. You just assaulted me too. You just assaulted me too because you throw a drink at me. You throw a drink at me. You threw a drink at me. At me. That was the window. That was the fucking window.
Luckily, the workers have already called the police, and thanks to the cameras, they definitely have her license plate on record. I mean, is a Frosty really worth all that fuss? Okay, maybe it is.
She just threw a drink at her manager. I don't give a f***.
911, where is the emergency?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. Somebody's just beating out of this girl right now. I need somebody to come up.
Okay, what address are you at, please?
Pierce Street.
Okay, and is it happening in the same building where you are?
Yeah, right above us. Second floor. Listen, I'll let you into the building just like good. I just need somebody to get up there and just tell them knock this shit off because someone's going crazy.
Here's another piece of body cam footage that's sure to chill you to your bones. Footage shows police responding to a call at an apartment building, where a helpful resident lets them inside. Apparently, the man had heard a violent argument between two of his neighbors and decided it was serious enough to warrant police action. Upon entering the building, the police can clearly hear that something is going on.
Just go.
120.
Boys! Stay there, boy! Stay there, boy!
Apartment 6. Starts in my car.
Stay there, boy!
Open the door!
Stay there, boy! Stay there, boy!
Police, open the door!
St. Paul Police, open the door!
There is screaming and loud threats coming from the apartment, and the man inside is refusing to respond to the police knocking. Finally, they force their way in. Upon entering, they find a truly disturbing scene. A man is inside with his nephew, and he appears to be having a serious mental crisis. On the floor is the man's girlfriend, who he has stabbed to death.
Look at me. Look at me. Look up at me. Okay. It's all right. No injuries. Should we get
Make a hole down there, guys.
Make a hole.
Make a hole. Make a hole.
We're going in front of them, man.
You guys good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Come on.
What's going on, bro? Hey, bro.
Yup.
What's up, bro?
Going to the jail.
Man, are you serious?
Yup.
What's your name, bro?
Officer Rock.
Officer Rock. Hell no. That's crazy, bro.
Footage from the squad car shows just how out of it the man seems to be. He alternates between laughing and screaming 1 minute, acting calm, and 1 minute freaking out. He says he's not on drugs, but there's clearly something going on with him.
If you move, I'm gonna kill you.
I think that's a quote.
That's what I said to that dog before I killed that bug. I had to kill that dog. A real, live dog. What the It was a girl, but it was a boy. I need my meds. I need my meds.
When they get to the hospital, things continue to get worse, with the suspect continuing to spew nonsense. He even claims to have stabbed a dog rather than his girlfriend of several years. It was later determined that the man had stabbed the poor woman over 30 times. He was later sentenced to 40 years in prison. Okay, this one is going to take a little bit more explaining than the average video clip. This lumber truck was stolen from a lot near Dallas, Texas back in 2001. The thief then decided to take the oversized 18-wheeler on a joyride around town, while several police cars trailed behind in an effort to bring the vehicle to a stop. At one point, police actually tried to shoot out the tires of the truck, but that doesn't have the desired effect. Instead, the sparks from the damaged wheels end up lighting the tinder, turning the car into a rolling inferno. Next, a burning tire bursts loose and goes rocketing down the street. With so many people in danger, the police have no option but to try and take the driver out. However, they seem to miss, and he continues to drive on. This time, dumping lumber all over the road and nearly knocking over a school bus. Then, out of nowhere, the driver stops. It turns out he had been hit by one of the bullets after all, and had decided the hospital was a better option. It will be a nice stopover before prison. Imagine being this poor person. Of all the places for your car to get stuck, it has to be right on the railroad tracks. Fortunately, some good Samaritans leap into action to help the driver. Attaching a tow rope and pulling the car out of the way just seconds before the train arrives. It's a pretty good show of bravery by the citizens of this town, but seriously, what are the odds the car would stop right there? Maybe they should buy a lottery ticket, or maybe not. Let's finish up with an older woman who, for some unknown reason, decided to pull the fire alarm in a crowded airport. Apparently, her flight had just been delayed, and she told some of her fellow passengers that she'd rather be in jail than be stuck in the terminal.
Entitlement. I love it. But she says it's okay. She'd rather go to jail than be here. So.
Well, Karen, it looks like you got your wish.